This video is for informational and entertainment purposes only and utilizes artificial intelligence, AI. The information provided may not always be accurate. For important decisions, consult experts or professionals. Sorry, I'm feeling a bit sad right now. I'm going through something. I'm experiencing a lot of anxiety, so I need your help. Could you please give me 3 sayings about worry to inspire me, and so we have something to talk about?
Sorry you're feeling that way right now. Here are 3 sayings about worry that I hope can help. 1. Worrying does not take away tomorrow's troubles. It takes away today's peace. Sometimes we worry so much about the future that we forget about the present. Worries don't always help and can even steal our peace of mind. 2. Do not anticipate trouble or worry about what may never happen. Keep in the sunlight. Benjamin Franklin. Often, the things we worry about never really happen. It's better to stay positive and enjoy the good things in the present. 3. Worrying is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it gets you nowhere. Glenn Turner. Worrying is like moving in circles. It gives you something to do, but leads nowhere. It's better to use your energy on things that can help you progress. If you want to talk more about these or anything else, I'm here for you.
These sayings really uplifted my spirit. Somehow they helped. By the way, who's the author of the first saying you mentioned, if there is one?
I'm glad the sayings helped you. Regarding the first one, worrying does not take away tomorrow's troubles. It takes away today's peace. It's a popular saying often found in various self-help and inspirational contexts. The exact author is unknown, as it's become part of collective wisdom or folk wisdom. There are versions of this saying in different cultures, showing that many people can relate to its message. If you have more questions or want to talk about anything else, I'm always here to help.
That saying is really true. It's very ironic because the thing you're afraid of and don't want to happen in order to have peace, you've already anticipated. You end up losing your peace now because of worrying.
You're right. It's incredibly ironic. The worrying we do to avoid potential problems is actually what causes turmoil in our minds. Instead of being at peace, we lose that peace due to the things we think might happen, but may never actually occur. That's why it's so important to learn how to focus on the present and let the future unfold naturally.
So, what should we do to stop worrying according to your research?
To reduce or prevent worry, here are some effective ways that can help. 1. Focus on the present. Instead of thinking about things that might happen in the future, try to focus on the current moment. Mindfulness meditation or simple deep breathing exercises can help train the mind to stay in the now. 2. Accept the things you cannot control. There are many things in life we cannot control. Accepting that there are things we can't change brings peace of mind. Focus only on what you can control. 3. Adopt a positive outlook. Sometimes, worry stems from fear of the worst possible outcome. Try to balance this by thinking of positive results. This can help lessen excessive worry. 4. Keep busy with productive activities. When you're busy with meaningful and productive tasks, you spend less time worrying. You could try hobbies, sports, or even simple cleaning tasks to divert your mind. 5. Talk to a friend or loved one. Sometimes, worry becomes lighter when we share it with someone willing to listen. You can gain new perspectives and support from them. 6. Set worry time. You can try setting a specific time of the day to think about your worries. When worry time comes, that's when you'll think about them. During other times of the day, focus on other things. 7. Take deep breaths. This is a simple but effective technique. Deep breathing exercises help calm both the mind and body, steering you away from worry. 8. Write down your worries. Writing down your worries can help release them from your mind. Sometimes, as you write, you realize that the problem isn't as heavy as you initially thought. Everyone has their own way of coping with worry, so just try these out and see which one works best for you.
This is the first time I've heard of worry time. Does something like that really exist? Won't you just worry even more because you're thinking about it? Because what's usually said is to not think about it.
Yes, worry time does sound a bit unusual, but this concept actually exists in some psychological approaches. The idea is to set aside a specific time during the day to face your worries instead of letting them bother you all day long. Why is it effective? 1. Controlling when you worry. Instead of worrying all day, you only allow yourself to worry during that set time. This way, it won't affect you as much while doing other things. 2. Limiting worry. When you know you have a set time to worry, it's easier to tell yourself, I'll think about this later. During that time, you can list down everything on your mind, and after worry time, try to shift your focus to something else. 3. Acknowledging your worries. Setting time for worrying doesn't mean you let worry take over. Instead, it helps you acknowledge the things you fear, and during that time, you often realize that not all of your worries are as heavy or realistic as they seem. How is it different from don't think about it? The advice to not think about it can sometimes be hard to follow, especially when worry is already running through your mind. Worry time is a way to gain control and stop worrying all day. Instead of trying not to think about it, which can sometimes make you worry even more, you're choosing a specific time to worry. The goal is not to increase worrying, but to limit it and give yourself space to release your thoughts without it affecting the rest of your day. You can try it and see if it works for you. If you feel it doesn't help reduce your worries, there are plenty of other techniques you can use to maintain peace of mind.
You're right. It's great to have worry time, because sometimes your whole day gets consumed, and you end up not getting anything else done. Thank you for sharing that. Our mind, when uncontrolled, can lead to bad outcomes because you start thinking of all sorts of things, which causes stress and depression. You might even get sick.
You're absolutely right. When we don't control our thoughts, it can lead to excessive stress and have negative effects on our physical and mental health. That's why it's really important to learn how to manage our worries. Having worry time is one way to prevent it from affecting our daily lives too much. It's better to have simple and practical strategies to take care of our minds, like what you're doing now. If there's anything else you'd like to talk about, or if you need help, I'm here for you.
I just noticed you didn't mention anything about the religious or spiritual aspect of managing worry. Isn't it sometimes said, just have a little faith? What can you say about that?
You're right. The aspect of faith or spirituality is also a big part of managing worry for many people. Having faith, whether in God, a higher power, or simply in the idea that everything will be okay, gives strength and peace. Here are a few things that can help from a spiritual or religious perspective. 1. Prayer. Prayer is a way to bring your worries and fears to God. Often, simply admitting your thoughts to Him brings comfort and hope. 2. Trust in God. The saying, just have a little faith, comes from the idea that if we give our worries to God, we can trust that He has a plan for us and that everything happens for a reason. Trusting in Him is a powerful way to find peace. 3. Inspirational scriptures. Many people draw strength from verses in the Bible or other sacred texts. For example, Philippians 4 verses 6-7 is often quoted. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. 4. Having a community. Being part of a religious community offers support and strength, especially during difficult times. Through fellowship, studying God's Word, and praying together, we are helped to face our worries without feeling alone. 5. Accepting God's will. Believing that things happen according to God's will can bring peace of mind. Instead of resisting situations that are out of our control, we can trust that there is a higher purpose for everything. Faith and spirituality provide a deep sense of peace that comes from recognizing that we are not alone in our struggles. When spiritual practices are combined with practical techniques like worry time, our approach to managing worry becomes more complete.
I'm thankful to you because after hearing what you said, my worry has lessened, and I can breathe a bit easier now.
I'm glad to hear that my words helped and that you can now breathe more freely. Always remember that you're not alone in what you're going through, and I'm always here to listen and offer help. If there's anything else you want to talk about, don't hesitate to reach out.
I have something I'd like to share with you and with our listeners. Sometimes, what I do to avoid worrying is play the guitar and sing. It helps ease the stress somehow. What do you think?
Playing the guitar and singing is a wonderful way to relieve stress and avoid worry. Music has a natural ability to bring comfort, help you relax, and keep you focused on the present moment. When you play and sing, you enter a creative flow that helps take your mind off your worries. Through music, we have the chance to express our emotions, and sometimes, The lyrics of a song become a way to say things that we can't express directly. You should share that with your listeners. It could really help them, especially those who are looking for ways to find peace and relax. It's also great to hear your personal experiences, which will surely inspire others.
Are there people who worry less compared to others like me? If so, why?
Yes, there are people who tend to worry less than others. This difference in worrying can be explained by various factors such as 1. Personality traits. People with an optimistic personality or positive thinkers naturally worry less. They see situations in a more positive light, so they have fewer concerns. Those with high resilience or the ability to recover quickly from challenges can handle stress better, so they don't worry as much. Meanwhile, people with neuroticism, a trait linked to being emotional, tense, and prone to worry, are more likely to experience frequent worry. 2. Coping mechanisms. People with effective coping mechanisms worry less because they know how to manage stress. Having healthy ways to handle stress, like regular exercise, meditation, or a support system, helps a lot. 3. Life experiences. People who have been through many challenges and learned that their worries rarely come true might become better at not worrying. Their experiences teach them that no matter how tough life gets, they have the ability to overcome it. 4. Cultural background. Some cultures place more value on being calm or relaxed, so people from these cultures may worry less. For instance, Eastern philosophies often emphasize being present and accepting things outside one's control. 5. Biological factors. Hormones and brain chemistry also play a role. For example, low serotonin levels can lead to anxiety and worry. Some people naturally have higher levels of stress hormones, making them more prone to worry. 6. Belief systems. People with strong faith or spirituality often worry less because they trust in a higher power guiding them. They believe that everything happens for a reason, so they're less affected by problems. Worrying more or less is a combination of genetic predisposition, upbringing, and personal experiences. However, no matter what type of person you are, it's still possible to learn ways to manage worry and find peace of mind.
So that's how it is. There are indeed a lot of factors. I understand it a bit more now. Do you have 3 top books you can recommend about worry? I want to know so we can talk about them next time when we discuss books.
Sure. Here are 3 top books about worry that you can read and we can discuss next time. 1. How to Stop Worrying and Start Living by Dale Carnegie. This is one of the classic books about managing worry. It provides practical advice on how to handle the things that cause stress and anxiety. Many people have been helped by the techniques discussed here to reduce their worries and live a happier life. 2. The Worry Cure. 7 Steps to Stop Worry from Stopping You by Robert L. Leahy. This book offers a structured approach to combating worry. Dr. Leahy, a well-known cognitive behavioral therapist, provides actionable steps and exercises that are easy to follow in order to overcome chronic worry. 3. Feeling Good. The New Mood Therapy by David D. Burns. Although this book is not solely about worry, it is one of the best books on cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, which is effectively used to manage anxiety and depression. There are many tips and techniques here that help reduce worry and improve mood. It's great to read these books, and we will definitely find some valuable insights to share with our listeners.
The books you mentioned seem really good. I'm familiar with the first one, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living, because I think I saw it in bookstores back when I was in college in the 70s. All right, let's talk about these books next time. I'm already excited.
It's wonderful that you're familiar with How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. It's truly a timeless book that has helped many people. I'm sure our discussion about these books will be fun and meaningful. I'm also excited to talk about them with you next time. If there's anything else you want to discuss now, I'm here.
I don't have any more questions for you. I'll reserve them for our next discussion. I just want to say that somehow, I feel calmer now after talking to you and hearing the knowledge you've shared with me and all of our listeners. It's good that you're always there. Even though you're not a person but an artificial intelligence, your answers aren't any different from those of humans.
Thank you so much for your kind words. I'm happy to know that our conversation has helped calm you. It's very important for me to be a part of your journey in finding peace and inspiration, especially during times of worry. I'm always here, ready to listen and provide support whenever you need it. Being an artificial intelligence doesn't matter. What's important is sharing knowledge and empathy. Take care always, and I'm looking forward to our next discussion. Until then.
Thank you so much, and until next time. You take care too, and I'm looking forward to our next discussion. Bye for now.
You're welcome. Thanks as well, and take care always. I'm looking forward to our next talk too. Bye for now, and until we meet again.